Hi, my name is Jacqueline. I just finished doing my census project, losing my senses. So, the one that I decided to lose at this particular point was my eyesight. I figured my eyesight would be the most challenging, more because I have kids, family, especially with an infant. It became very hard. I did realize that I was incapable of providing for them. It was everything had to be done for me instead of me for them, which was definitely out of my realm, my comfort. I'm always the one, taking care of everybody, and this time I was the one being taken care of. So when I started, I pretty much began, with the simple things, walking around my home, seeing, what challenges I could come up with. I found it very basic, more because it's my home. I'm familiar with my home. I know where everything is at. If I needed to go to the restroom, which I thought was kind of funny because as I'm walking in, I try to turn on the light, but then I realize, why am I bothering to turn on the light if I can't see? So let's be realistic. Let's turn the light off or keep it off, I would say. So that was interesting. That was kind of funny in my part. Um, but yeah, just walking around, washing my hands, um, trying to find my shoes, things like that. So after that, after about 5-10 minutes of being indoors, I decided to go outside. I told my daughter, take me out to the corner and back. Let's get some fresh air. So this is what she did. She took me out and she left me. She pretty much, okay, you're on your own. That was the most challenging part because all of a sudden everything came out. All my senses, my hearing, my my um, my feel, pretty much. I would walk around and, okay, well, where am I? She just left me, I don't know where, trying to find my way back home. Um, I had to rely a lot on my feet, meaning I'm walking around. What's the difference? Is there grass? Is there not grass? Am I on the sidewalk? Am I on, the the driveway? Where am I? Pretty much. So I had to rely on that. So I think I did very, very well for the most part, more because I don't know where she left me. I was able, after like maybe 15 minutes, manage to find my way back home. Um, and then she's like, nope, you're on the wrong house. You're on the wrong apartment. We got to go back. So she took me back to square one, where she left me. So I had to find myself again. I found our mailbox. I was like, okay, this is the mailbox. I think I know where I'm at. So I followed the pathway of where I usually go, and I thought I was in the right path, but apparently not. So she said, "Nope, you're still in the wrong path. Start over." So she had me there for quite some time until she finally took me home, and then she realized, "Psych, you were right the whole time. I was just playing with you. I wanted to see how familiar you were with and how well-rounded you were, pretty much." But yes, just walking around. Um, I pretty much made sure I was on the grass at all times because it's kind of scary, for me to go to where the traffic, where all the cars are passing by. It's scary. I don't want to get hit or, um, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't let that happen. But yeah, um, I was mainly on the grass. I relied a lot on my hands. I extended my hands out a lot. Um, I took giant steps a lot, quite frequently, kind of like doing squats just to make sure I wasn't going anywhere. I hit myself a lot, my feet. With cars, I was bumping into cars a lot. And then I realized I need one of those sticks to help me guide myself, help me guide what's in front of me so I'm not crashing into everything. I thought that would have been very helpful. Um, what else? I also relied on the sun. I knew exactly where the sun was at, and where the shade would hit me, and where the faces the house is, the sunlight is hitting the house. So I knew that if there's shade on to my right side, then I know my house is right there because I know it's on by the shade versus it being on the sun. So I could tell the difference on that. My hearing, I was pretty much, okay, well, who's there? Am I crashing into anybody? I heard roller skates, maybe a kid passing by I didn't want to hit, or maybe they went around me. Not really sure. That was interesting. Um, the other thing would be making sure that nobody bumped into me. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have let it happen, but yeah. This is pretty fun. I did enjoy it. I did get a sense of how blind people struggle on a day-to-day basis. Even though I just did it for 30, 40 minutes the most, I did realize it is kind of difficult. You can't really move around. You have to let someone else take care of you. I didn't I didn't try taking a shower because that's just too much. I'm just gonna stick with the basic, but even caring for my kids, that was super hard. I couldn't make sure that they were okay. Um, Feeding, my baby's crying. Let me hold you. Let me soothe you. But yeah, that was very interesting, and I learned a lot from this. I learned that once I take away one of my senses, my others come out. My others are more dominant. My hearing, my sense of smell, my sense of touch, especially with my feet, um, my just everything around me, the weather. I relied a lot on that just to find my way home. And yeah, if it wasn't for my daughter leaving me out when I told her to take me to the corner and back, she made this a really fun experience. Very very learning experience, I would say. But yep, that was my project. Thank you.